Okay, welcome back, Woodstock Guitar Guy, and it's uh, it's time for NAMMCaster. This is episode number 41, and I have here a very beautiful guitar that I picked up for a whopping $165 from Cozart and a group down in Mississippi that handles these guitars on eBay. And it's I've had some really good luck with the Cozarts. They make a version called the King, which is also a very inexpensive budget guitar. I've got a telly here that a client picked up, and I did the setup and fixed it all up, got the frets cleaned up and everything. So I saw this and I thought, my theory was that if they had actually sent this guitar to to the NAMM show 2026, which I believe they did, that possibly it was an exceptional version of this guitar, that they might have really completely gone through the whole thing and set it up and did everything right. So in case some famous guitar player came along and picked it up and played it, that they would be blown away. Well, it turns out that it was the exact opposite. I got the guitar, and it was probably the worst setup of any budget guitar I have ever bought from anybody over a number of years. This thing was a train wreck, and let's start with the good news. I mean, the finish on this thing was beautiful. Okay, even though there was a piece of the F hole floating around inside the guitar, which I took out when they did the cutting. The finish is great. I mean, this is really why I bought this guitar. And I've also had very good luck with their necks. And this is a great feel of the neck, although there are some issues, and we're going to talk about the issues as we go forward here. But I knew that the pickups were probably not going to sound all that great, and I knew that the tuners would probably have to be replaced, and I knew all that, and possibly even the bridge. But what I wasn't prepared for was that the nut was so bad that I probably should have just popped it out and replaced it. Instead, I tried and succeeded in filing it, bringing these strings down. I mean, the first chord I played was like wah, every note out of tune in the first position, every note, and it was a mess. It was a horror show. I also cleaned up some pretty serious fret sprout. In addition to removing the bridge, replacing it with an actual fender, which has a large block. And you're going to see all this because what I kind of filmed various stages of this process. So we're going to go through it, and you can see, and I'll narrate what's happening in the film a little bit, and you can kind of see what's going on. So yeah, replace the bridge. I dropped in, I had this pick guard from another guitar, and I replaced, it's got really nice wiring, by the way, very beautiful cloth wound, high-end wiring, traditional. And I replaced the pickups with actual Fender V-Mod pickups, new, that I had here from another project, and the guy gave me the pickups, and I'm like, okay, great, thanks, and I put them in here, and then I replaced the tuners. We do the locking inline tuners and stuff, and this is a very, very nice guitar, but this is the first time I've ever gotten a budget guitar where there were actually chunks of something sitting on the fretboard that I had to actually take a straight edge, a single edge razor blade and scrape off. I don't know what it was, if it was sawdust and glue or part of the wood or whatever, but the board itself, the fretboard itself is pretty rough. And, you know, you can, I mean, I think by playing, I'll eventually smooth it out, but I've never seen anything like it, actually. It was a bit of a disappointment. But for $165, you know, I can't really complain. I mean, you can't, you know, it's like, I mean, come on, folks. You know, it's a great place to start. It's a great modding platform, as they call them, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted in terms of how it looks, and now with all the work I've put into it, I've got it playing really nice as well. So let's cut right here to some of these clips that I took, showing you a little bit of what's going on, and then we'll come back on the other side and wrap it up. Well, here we are with a new project. This is the Cozart NAMMCaster, the guitar that they had apparently on display at the NAMM show. And we are going to kind of assess it here. And then I think we're going to modify it. But the first thing right out of the box, I just opened the box, and the first thing is that the finish is beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. Great finish. Great wood green. You know, it's very light. It's the semi-hollow version, kind of a takeoff on the Eric Johnson semi-hollow Strat. But I will say this: I don't think anybody at NAMM actually played this guitar. The nut is very high, and everything right up around here is way, way out of intonation or out of tune. So we're going to start there and pick it up with some more pickups. I think we may go for new pickups. All right. Okay, as we start to strip it down to, I guess you would call, rebuild this beautiful body, you'll notice that the trem block is literally the smallest sized trem block you can get. Okay, so that's coming out. The springs look good. This claw business here looks pretty good. I think I'll keep that. I'll keep the springs, and we'll swap out the bridge and the block, or maybe just the block. I have some spares here, and if either of those big blocks fit on the existing bridge, then we'll just keep it. But let's see what happens. All right, we have it apart, and as I suspected, it's just your really basic ceramic pickup Strat import wiring system with the really small pots, and you know, it works. It sounded like a Strat. It was like, you know, for anybody just getting started, I would say this is probably. But the routing work, you know, where the pickups go and everything is beautifully done. You know, I know it's all CNC machine stuff now, but it's really clean. It's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not lined with copper or anything like that, but it clearly is very clean and is going to take our new pick guard very easily. And here's our new pick guard going in. It looks just like the other one. It's a Strat. This one's all Fender though. It's got real Fender V-Mod pickups, taken out of a brand new Ultra, I think it was. I can't remember now. And it's got Fender wiring. It's all cloth wrapped, big pots. Everything about it looks very well done, and I suspect it's going to sound really, really great. This will drop in perfectly to our existing guitar without any modifications at all. Now I'm gonna pull the bridge and see what that's all about. Okay, what I've done is taped off the whole neck, as you can see, and using my handy dandy Dremel, I went down through with a little bit of Dremel metal polishing, not much, doesn't take much, and polished up all the frets. I did them twice, and then what I do is I wipe them off with a really nice soft cloth and a little bit of lacquer thinner. And then we've got the bridge has arrived, and this is a very cool, heavy. This is this is what's called a big block. This is what I wanted. Made by Fender, or it's got their name on it, and it will fit perfectly in line up with the existing holes on our parts caster here. So I'm ready to put this thing together and see what it sounds like. Okay. So there you have it. It was a pretty easy project. I mean, except for the amount of time I put into it, but I think worth it. I mean, totally worth it. This is a keeper, primarily because it plays great and it's light. It's a Strat and it's light. And it's got very nice sustain. Got the big block in here. The only thing I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do are these grubs on the saddles. You see, you know, the little, you put in the little Allen wrench and you bring them up and down, and they have, each one has two little grubs that you use to adjust the height. And I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to pull these and put shorter ones in, because this bridge is set so low. I mean, you can see how low that thing is riding, that the grubs they're kind of high and they're sharp. My hand kind of hits them. I'm hesitant to start filing them because I'm afraid I might, just end up creating a bigger problem than I have here. I do have shorter ones that I think will work. I have to, dig them out and fool around. This might be them here. No, somewhere I have them, and I'm gonna fool around with that. But this is the neck is good, straight. I can put the thing on it. But anyway, for 165 bucks, you can't go wrong. And I do recommend these guys. They're on eBay. I'm going to put a mention of who they are in the comments below. The guy in charge, his name is Senior, and very nice people to work with. I've had a really good run with these guys. I bought the Fender Snakehead Esquires. I have two of them here, and they both came virtually playable out of the box. I mean, I could tune them up and just start playing. This, on the other hand, was another story, and you get some like that. I don't mind. I find it challenging. I find it fun. I learn something every time, and so there you have it. If you see one of these on their site, look, what I like to do with eBay is I hit the heart, which means I'm watching it, okay? And then I wait a couple of days, and then they'll send you an offer, and it'll be less than what they're asking. So if you're willing to be patient, wait a couple of days, see what they offer. Sometimes you can make your own offer, and they'll take it, or they'll negotiate with you, and So there's some flexibility there, which I like. Also, part of the fun. So with that, if you like what you're seeing, hit like, join if you haven't joined, subscribe, share with your friends. I've got links to music down below. I'm still looking on how to link the t-shirts. I'll get there. Sooner or later, we're going to have t-shirts, and I don't think I'm going to be selling sweatshirts, but I'm going to keep that one for myself. But t-shirts for sure. And so until next time, we'll see you and have fun and get out there and play that guitar about a half an hour at least this morning. Take care. Peace.